Hi guys, Smith here, welcome to the 6th round of the AOR GT3 Elite League, and today I'm at Monza. Now, last round at Catalonia was not a very good result, finished in 7th place. Actually had very good pace to be honest, but made a mistake on lap 5 at turn 7 I believe, and I spun, got hit by Rez, who really was just a passenger because my car spun really sort of onto the apex of the turn, so he couldn't avoid me. And yeah, damaged my car, had to pit, and I did catch up to Stevie but then spun again, and then I had this glitch which threw me up in the air for about 30 seconds, which has been the second time this season that has happened. Obviously very frustrating for me, but hopefully today can have a better race, more consistency. I'm not really going to say better result because this is the weakest track for the BMW, so with the less horsepower compared to Aston and the Merc, really I think this should be the Aston Martin's strongest track with the long straights and the high top speed of that car, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them win, and probably Rez as well taking the win. But you know, hopefully I can have a half decent result and probably try and challenge my teammate. I wouldn't say beat because he's probably one of the best drivers here, but yeah, hopefully I can challenge him. But anyway, on to the remaining part of this qualifying lap. Coming down this straight, heading towards Parabolica. Long right-hander, shift down about 100 metres, then shift down to third. And I've got to say, really cautious on my brakes compared to qualifying. I did find that the braking points changed as I entered the qualifying session. I had to brake a little bit earlier, don't know why, but when I broke in my normal place it didn't. I braked too late, but anyway, 47.0, which put me in 7th position. T6 Bullet disconnected, so 7th place, 5 tenths off the nearest car, which was my teammate. And really, my personal best was a 46.2, but that would have only put me 6th, and that's got to be a really perfect lap in this car. But anyway, onto the race. The lights go out and away we go, and I have a poor start. Deuce has a really good start from last position. He's really, I think he's up to about 6, but just trying to obviously take it very cautiously, heading down towards turn 1, and a brake quite early heading into turn 1, and just following the pack round really. There's a little bit of bunching up. Blizzard drops back, so up into 7th position, and really just trying to follow Living Dead, who is in 6th place, who I believe qualified like 3rd or 2nd, so he had a poor start, but heading through Curva Grande, and Deuce is now in 6th, so heading further towards the lap and under pressure from Blizzard, and Blizzard looks like he's going to overtake me heading into Parabolica. There's a little bit of contact, goes out wide, but he backs off and still in 7th. But yeah, on lap 2 now, you're going to see in a minute, I just ease off the throttle and let Blizzard through because I felt like I was holding him up, and obviously it's a team game as well as a sort of driver game, as in, you know, it's important that we get as many points as possible in this Constructors' Championship, and Blizzard seemed faster at that moment, but heading down the start straight, got a bit of slipstream but not really gaining them too much, heading towards the braking zone about 150 metres, but brake quite early, about 175 metres, and Blizzard locks up or runs way too deep and get the position back for 7th, so up back into 7th, but Deuce has got away, and on lap 5 entering the chicane and then hit the sausage curb, which a bit of a nuisance, that sausage curb, and Blizzard gets back, so a little bit of a battle, but I mean it was really painful for both of us to be driving this car, especially me, in around this circuit with a lack of power. But anyway, run over the curb and then lose it, run over like the sausage curbs because I broke too late. And yeah, my first spin of the day, so came in 6 laps, so 1 lap later than last time, but really that was nothing really to do with the car, that was just me sort of running over the curbs and losing it. But lap 11 now, and Troy is on the grass, so slash gravel, and he run wide, so up into 6th place. Blizzard's in 5th, so not bad, but Troy's gonna be really right on my rear coming out of the second Lesmo, and really you're going to see the top speed of the Aston Martin heading down this straight now. It's like a mini straight as well, not that long, but the Aston Martin's closing up really considerably quickly, and I brake about 100 metres but then run wide, run onto the runoff, and you'll see then I just presume he's gone through and I touch him and then he loses the car. I wait for him, and I've got to be honest, it looked like I turned into him, and I actually can't sort of say what happened because I don't remember. I must have presumed that he'd gone through and I just turned into him. Didn't look in my rear view mirror because, as you can see in the rear view mirror, he was way behind, but I turned, I don't know if I lost control or I turned because I presumed he'd gone, but it does deliberately look like I deliberately turned into him, which I can assure you I didn't, because I mean, what sort of advantage am I going to gain from turning into him deliberately? But no, I apologise to Troy, and as you see there, I spun as well in the middle of Ascari, so second spin of the day, and yeah, I was just not really confident again with the car. I've probably been moaning on about it now for the last 3 or 4 races about the car, and really seems quite easy to spin it over the bumps, and Ascari is quite bumpy, but not really in the middle of Ascari. On the exit usually is quite bumpy, but yeah, I don't know why, I just don't seem to be getting to grips with the car. And then I decided to pit because my strategy was to pit, but then you'll see this takes about 50 seconds, so really I was about 11-12 seconds behind Troy when I pitted, but it's now 55, so yeah, 50-second pit stop, which I'm lapped now by Rez, and really I might as well have stayed out, you know, because otherwise, you know, at least I'd have been closer to Troy. But even if Troy does pit, his pit stop will only take probably 30 seconds, so I do not know why it took that long. Even with fuel it shouldn't have took 50 seconds, but I don't know, maybe it should have, I don't know, but to me it seemed a little bit too long. But anyway, coming towards the end of the race now, and really I've got to say it was the most uneventful race except for them 2 spins. Got a couple of corner cut warnings where it slows you down for 5 seconds, like you saw with the incident with Troy, which I do apologise to him for that. But yeah, just absolute boring race. I think hopefully for Sonoma it'll be very different. Hopefully better for me and for Blizzard. I'm sure Blizzard will be back up the top where he has been fighting for most of these races when he has raced. But anyway, I'm not going to say, I've got nothing else to say, so I hope you've enjoyed my spinning antics again, and until next time, for Sonoma, thanks for watching and goodbye.